well known to people who are successful networkers. Networking is not about giving. It is about giving, not taking. To go to meetings or contact people online looking to get something from them, it won't work. People will want to do business with you because they are attracted to you. How does this happen? By being a giver. By you saying, by you asking the question, so what is it that you do? And actually, you rack your brains and you think, well, you know what, I have a client, I have a friend, I have a family member that would be a perfect person for you to talk to. It's a natural thing that you'll also want to find out what I do and who's a good contact for me. So the person who's known to be a giver becomes a star, and it's the right thing to do. How can you start to become known as a giver? Go to your next networking meeting with the primary objective of finding a way to help someone that you meet rather than how to get something. You'll be amazed at the results. So that's, I'll let you read just the beginning of what I was saying. But bottom line, that's what it's all about. It's about connections, it's about relationships, it's about who you know, not what you know. That's the reality of it. Good salesperson is selling for everybody else that they know. They're not selling for themselves. I personally, aside from the organization that we're on, but I'm an accountant and bookkeeper. In my opinion, I think that if somebody needs an accountant, sure, they'll call me and I'd be happy to meet with them. However, there's really, as you were saying, Bernie was saying, Bernie's in real estate apartment rentals, there's really no reason to ever make a cold call. Ever. Because you're trying to recruit participants in the camp and things like that.
Well, a good example that I have a referral for you.
There you go.
I mean, I know someone that I met a few weeks ago at coffee, which I'm going to connect you with tomorrow also. So, yeah, it's a perfect example.
I like to think of what we've been doing, like the networking, and what we're doing here today, sitting around the table, as the live version of LinkedIn. We're sitting around, we're actually connecting with people. We're seeing, guaranteed, every single one of us around the table, guaranteed we know a lot of the same people. But again, we also know a lot of different people. You know a lot of people I don't know, and I know a lot of people you don't know. Perhaps those people can connect. So, what hopefully will come out from today, and hopefully we'll have that lesson learned for the future for anywhere you go, whether you're sitting Argo Tea or Starbucks on your own, you're going to be able to meet a lot of people, and again, not necessarily for yourself. When you come into a place, this is my final point on this, when you come into a place, instead of thinking, who is here today that's the perfect referral source for me, or who's the perfect client for me, or who's the perfect contact for the organization, or whatever it is, try to think, you know what, who do you know, or who are you looking to meet, and maybe I can connect you, and so be a giver. So I just want to, I guess, leave the discussion that I want to answer questions, I want to ask questions too from everybody around the table, because I think we all network all the time, we all meet a lot of people. In order to network properly, you want to be known as a giver. You want to be well networked. So Bernie was giving an example earlier on Facebook. Were you talking about fans or friends?
Is there a difference between the two?
Well, I personally have friends on Facebook, and then we have our organization has fans on Facebook.
So I'm your friend because I'm on your friend page. I did not know that there's a fan page.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go.
There also could be a group page.
A group page, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
So Facebook is not the best example for this, but absolutely. I mean, if you want to stay involved in what's happening, mostly I think Facebook, you can learn about events like this, and you absolutely can comment on each other's statuses and things like that, and it works. But on LinkedIn, let's say, being part of a LinkedIn group, somebody posts, and then you see that you have similar interests as somebody else. Get together. I mean, I avoid phone meetings as much as possible. I much prefer to meet somebody in person. Obviously, there's a lot of time constraints as you get busy. It's hard to meet everybody and find time to meet everybody, particularly when Chicago is such a big city. But I think it's close to 2,000 friends on Facebook. On LinkedIn, I have close to 1,000 connections. Every single day, I'm getting asked by people. I see you're connected with this person at Chase Bank. Can you connect me? And that's the beautiful thing about LinkedIn. And when I'm able to connect them with that person, guaranteed both the person at Chase Bank as well as that person that's asking for the connection, guaranteed they're going to want to find out, and who can I put you in touch with? And it works. So, talking about online presence, you absolutely want to make sure you have a very good online presence. You want to make sure you have a Facebook profile, LinkedIn, And the beautiful thing about LinkedIn is that you're able to stay in touch with people. People are able to know what's the latest, what's the latest group you joined, what's the latest event that you've attended, things like that. And instead of having to pick up the phone and say hi every time, and now you have to do a lot of that. You have to, it's all relationship building, you have to stay in touch with people, but you do have to post things, and you have to tell people where you're involved in. If you got a new job, you want to make sure everybody knows about that, because a good network stays with you no matter what you're doing. Whether you're, I think probably 5 people around the table, I assume 20 years from now, I assume every single one of us will probably be doing something different. I have to assume. And a good network, lasts with you, and will be your sales force no matter what you're doing. Whether you're looking for a job, whether you're an executive in a company, whether you're doing sales for a company, they're going to be selling for you and being your advocate no matter what you're doing. So keeping in touch on these social media websites, I think, is absolutely very, very helpful. As I was telling Bernie before, and I'm sorry to keep using you as a guinea pig over here.
That's okay. That's okay. Go ahead. Use me. I don't care.
Okay. So it's, aside for being able to stay in touch, it's a good thing. You want people to only see positive things about you online. Also, when you have a lot of these presences online, you show up first on Google. There's an immediate benefit. Make sure your name is out there a lot. Be guarded about what you post, but make sure it's out there in a good way, saying only good things. So, I mean, I personally, I think for my Facebook friends, I'm trying to remember, I'm thinking aloud over here, and I'd be curious, I guess I'll ask what other people do. I protect my status updates, again, as a friend, as for friends. I don't need random people knowing that I was at this dinner last night, or that I went out with friends, or I'm going out with friends tonight. It doesn't matter to people.
How do you manage all 2,000?
So, the truth is, I don't know all 2,000 people, but
I listen.
Yeah,
It's like work, friends.
Well, yeah, on Facebook, I just post events that, and I don't know how to say it, but that would get me a job. I mean, you know, on Friday, I went out to a band, okay? Because I was the instructor. So I posted that so people would know, hey, so, you know, that number one, there's a band out there and I'm an instructor. But yes, I mean, I would not go